Welcome back to the latest episode of the Laura and Becky Show, sponsored by Dunston Hall Estate Garden Centre and Bistro and Ringwood Hall and Spa.
Thank you so much. If you've come back for more, if you're new, hello, welcome. You've joined us near Christmas. What a great time to join. How many days till Christmas, Becky?
It's 5 days to go. Now, we seem to debate this, don't we, every single time, because I never know whether you include the day we're on and whether we include Christmas Day. But I did hear, I was listening to a radio station earlier on, and I heard them say, it's 5 days to go. I thought, right, I'll remember that for the podcast today. So
it's 5.
It's 5
but yesterday
days
it was
to go.
7.
Yeah, but we're just
skipping a day.
We're going to forget about that yesterday.
Isn't it weird that Christmas is this weekend?
It's really weird. I feel like this week's a bit of a weird week anyway. Like, some kids are still at school, some have broken up, some people are at work, some people aren't. But it's kind of like, this is the run up to Christmas where you need to get everything done, isn't it, this week?
I'm going to make a bit of a confession. So, you know how my daughter Rosie, she's not had the best term at school. Let's just say that.
She has not.
And this term has been 8.5 weeks. So it's a long term.
Yeah.
And I do think a lot of the kids are literally just, well, they're ill. A lot of them are ill.
Very tired.
Absolutely exhausted. So on Sunday evening, Rosie was really anxious to go to school for lots of different reasons. I won't go into it. And I just thought, nah, she's not going.
Good for you.
So, well, it is good for me. Do you know what? Good for me, because I thought I can't imagine me going to school feeling like that. So I just thought, do you know what, Roo? And I think she's a bit under the weather. So I just looked at her and I went, do you know what? Let's not do school tomorrow. Let's just chill and try and... So what I should have done is just rung school and gone, look, she's feeling really, really anxious. But I didn't. I did the whole lie.
Did you tell a little porky?
Yeah, and I'm just so bad at doing it. So I was like, she's not coming to school. She's got really bad sore throat. She's very, very tired this weekend, which is kind of true, actually.
Yeah.
And then I went, so... Yeah, I'm not gonna bring her into school. And then I thought, I never take her to school. So I went, well, I mean, it's not like I don't bring her into school. I mean, she's not going to walk into school. And then I was just like, oh my God. I may as well have just gone, do you know what? I'm lying.
Yeah.
She's fine, but I'm just not.
Do you know what? That's what it is. There's something, we've talked about this before, I think, haven't we? Like, when you ring school, it's almost like you revert back to being a kid and you're like, hello, Mr. Jones. And you get really nervous, don't you, about telling them, especially when you're telling a little porky.
Yeah, and they must listen and go, right, she's lying. She's telling the truth. That makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
they'll know. Just know. But anyway, she's
but
back
you know
at school
what?
today.
Oh, I was going to say last week at school, they don't do anything. They just watch Christmas movies, don't they, and stuff. So it's not
in
actually
secondary school, they don't, mate.
They not?
There is nothing but work.
You're joking.
Oh, it all changes once they hit...
last week?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They don't do anything. They work. I think they've got tests actually this week.
Stop.
Double intake of breath.
Awful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it switches. You wait till Lil starts secondary.
Oh yeah.
Although the good thing is you don't have anything to do with anything. You don't have to remember anything. You don't get texts. You don't have to even know the other parents.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, she's I got caught lying, but they haven't.
They knew you were lying.
They knew.
Hey, guess what? So I got back from Newcastle this morning. Had a lovely time up there. Felt very Christmassy.
Yeah, nice.
And I got back to like a little parcel on my...
I've seen this. Where are they? I did think, is she going to bring them in?
No, left them at home. Couldn't believe it though. So I opened it up and there were some lovely homemade cookies. 6 of them, right? They look banging. I thought, who sent me these? Who sent me these cookies?
Which secret admirer is this?
But it's from my accountant. I mean...
Didn't you get flowers from your solicitor? What's going on with you?
Yes, I did. I did, mate. I mean, I have never known an accountant send anything like that before. Cookies, fresh cookies. I was like, I'm going to be sticking with these guys.
Yeah.
How good is that?
Do, isn't it?
Well, they've hooked me right in for the next few years. I'm not leaving them, am I?
Bloody well done.
Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed though, because I was like, she's for sure going to be like, yeah, love, look what I got you.
Nope.
Nothing. Right, what's going on in the world?
We need to talk about Jeremy Clarkson.
Right, because we haven't discussed this yet and we would be all over this. Mm-hmm. And I want to know your opinion on it before I tell you mine. Oh, actually, no, I want you to think. Tell me your opinion and then think what I would think about it.
I'm really disappointed in him because I really like Jeremy Clarkson, especially when he's doing Clarkson's Farm. I was like, yes, Jeremy. Like, he was just brilliant. And I'm so disappointed in what he said. And I think you're going to feel the same way as me.
I am outraged. I literally, we loved Clarkson's farm, didn't we?
Oh my God, yeah.
I think even if a lot of people don't like him because he is very outspoken. He said a lot of awful things in the past. He'd punch someone in it, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think Clarkson's farm was a turning point for him.
I agree.
And I think everyone was like, the guy's chilled out. He's doing a good thing. He's waving the flag for farmers. It was a brilliant series. I've even been to Clarkson's farm, for God's sake. We popped in. Do you know what I mean? New series is out in Feb. I don't think I can watch it, and I'm so annoyed.
I think a lot of people are thinking the same, and I feel like people who are perhaps going to go and go to Diddley Squat and stuff are now thinking, I don't want to go. What he said, I mean, what planet was he on when he thought it was okay to say what he said? I literally can't understand why he thought that was okay to even think it, let alone say it out loud.
Say it out loud, write it down, email it off. Someone else must have read it. And there is the argument is this freedom of speech. Now, I don't want to liken us to, to any famous person. But when we were on Sheffield Online, right, and we did get trolled a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. It was men. Not one woman trolled us, by the way. Not that we. True. I mean, obviously, there's a picture, and it's usually like a cartoon picture, and they've got men's names, so let's presume they're men. Anyone that replied and went, "Oh God, here we go," they all replied going, "Well, it's freedom of speech, isn't it?" It's not really, is it? That's not freedom of speech. That is inciting bad behaviour.
Well, this is the thing. I think anything that's encouraging, bad behaviour or making someone feel a certain way or making people feel it's acceptable to say those kind of things about people, that is out of order. That's more than having an opinion or freedom of speech. That is horrendous.
And what on earth did he think he was going to gain? Is it his ego? Is he like, I can literally say whatever I want? Has she annoyed him that much? Why does she annoy him that much? I mean, look, we're a bit on the fence. I'm a little bit like, but I wouldn't lie in bed grinding my teeth and imagine people throwing excrement at her when she's walking. And he was basically referring to a scene in Game of Thrones, which I've seen. And that scene is awful. They don't actually throw poo at her. They like spit it. But it's a made up thing. It's a TV program.
Yeah.
Like there's horror films. Like you don't watch a horror film and then, do you know what I mean? It's so messed up. And the fact he hates her more than Rose West, who is a child serial killer.
It's horrendous. But this has backfired on him majorly, hasn't it? And I think in this day and age as well, people are a lot more careful about what they say because look at the Caroline Flack thing, for instance. After that, especially, and various other things, I think people are a lot more accountable and they think about what they say more because they've seen what it can do to people.
Yeah.
So for him to think it's acceptable to say that about somebody, it just shows how far removed he is actually from what's going on in the world.
Yeah, but is he? I mean, how can you be that?
I think he must be, mate. To honestly say that in public, I think he must be. His own daughter has come out today. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
And she has said that she is in no way in agreement with anything her dad has said. And fair play to her for saying that.
His apology isn't an apology. At no point does he go, he says I'm horrified or something like that. But he doesn't actually say, he's like, I made a reference to a Game of Thrones scene. No, mate.
No.
He's got 8 million followers on Twitter alone. He writes in one of the big, I mean, I never read The Sun. I just don't read newspapers. But like, it is, and there are really stupid people out there that go, if I say I'm going to throw a shit at her.
Yeah,
because Jeremy Clarkson will find it really fun. Like, do you know what I mean? He's like, I'm sure he didn't mean to incite violence, but that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, well, he has an influence, doesn't he, over people.
If you see her, go and do this. He didn't say that, but it does.
It makes other people think as well that I think they can say whatever they want about people, and that's when it snowballs. It might start off as one horrible comment, but then it snowballs and it becomes more and more. And where do you stop is the thing.
But then, what on earth the producers and directors of Clarkson's farm.
I bet they're worried.
What Amazon must be like, what on earth have you done that for? You
Do you think they might pull
man.
it? They might.
No.
Do you not think?
I don't even think they're going to fire him. He should not be allowed to write in a tabloid or any newspaper ever again, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. It's really, really careless what he said. Like, really careless.
It's absolutely, and it's really put me off him. And it's so annoying because I was so looking forward to watching that. I think even the other people what was his girlfriend thing?
I thought that because she seemed, she's a woman for one, and she seems really lovely.
Yeah.
And
imagine, I've had conversations with my husband about this. I was like, imagine for a second someone wrote that about Grace or Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
How can you, if you have a daughter, be like, I'm going to watch Clarkson's Farm because it's really funny.
Yeah.
Funny Jamie Clarkson.
Yeah, well, I think as well, if you've got, respect towards women, you wouldn't say that kind of thing because that is not respectful at all. It's outrageous.
And also, what he's done is proved them right.
Yeah.
She must literally sat there going, well,
this is what I was talking about.
I mean, and you can't, there's nothing you can say.
I know.
That's literally what they're moaning about.
Silly boy.
And then you even wonder, is this all just made up? Is this, are they? Because
you keep saying this,
Harry.
don't you? Oh, is he?
He's literally, I think a couple of weeks ago, was it a party, Camilla's party with Piers Morgan?
How bizarre.
Yeah.
I love how you keep saying this about everything. It's like, but do we really know what's going on? Is it all planned?
It might be. And they're all making money from it, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you never know. But Jeremy Clarkson, you silly, silly man.
So Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa are lovely sponsors of the podcast. Lots of events going on. They have still got their Christmas Eve evening, as I keep calling it, which you can still go to. I always quite like going out on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I do.
Because you have Christmas Day in, Christmas Eve, you go out. Yeah, quite like that.
On Boxing Day as well. There is still time to use the promo code XMAS15 to gain 15% off any treatments or spa packages throughout the rest of December. They are open between Christmas and New Year. Crimbo Limbo. No one knows the day. No one knows what they're doing. Why not go and treat yourself?
That is the perfect time, isn't it? To go for a nice spa morning, afternoon treatment, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, isn't it just? So all you need to do is go to their website, book your treatments or your spa package, and then use the promo code XMAS15.
Mate. Now, we've just had a bit of a funny thing happen. So we came in today and we haven't seen each other since Saturday.
Yes.
Because I've been away. So we're having a bit of a catch up on everything, a bit of a chat before. And I said to Laura, so we both watched The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
You started watching it before me. You're like, mate, you need to watch it. It's amazing. I'm a little bit further behind you, aren't I?
You're way behind me.
Yeah. So, and last night when I was in Newcastle, a random one came on the TV and I started watching it. Obviously, I soon realised that it's one I haven't yet seen, but I was kind of into it and I'd seen a few things. I thought, I'm just gonna watch it.
Yeah. Well, I presumed because it's released on Prime Video every Sunday night. So on a Monday, I always watch it. And when I noticed it was on Channel 4 on Sunday night, and I thought, they must be just playing, must be behind, because you can only watch it on Prime Video on a Sunday night. They release it on a Monday. So then I said to you, I wonder what it is, what happened? And you started talking about it and you're like, it's the bit when they're on the train and her husband doesn't go with her. And I'm like, I don't ever remember them being on a train when they've got the kids.
But did I stop? Did I think, no, maybe Laura hasn't seen this? Oh no, I kept going. I was like, the baby and that woman was there and then they meet and blah, blah, blah. And you kept frowning at me. You were like, you've literally just ruined the whole plot line for me.
I don't understand how Channel 4 can, unless they release 2 episodes on Sunday. So you've literally just ruined the whole series.
So Laura hasn't got to this one yet, but she now knows what's happened because I've told her.
Absolutely. I I couldn't believe it. And it just the penny dropped as you were like, yeah, it was a train. I was like, they've never been on a bloody train. What about?
You were like, oh, I haven't seen this episode yet. That is the worst, isn't it, though, where somebody literally like ruins it, or you hear, I don't know, a spoiler on the radio. So you're like, no.
So I'm going to... I invested so much time with bloody Handmaid's Tale.
How far behind do you think you are from the episode that I saw?
I think you've seen the next episode. Think I didn't realise maybe on Sunday they released 2 of the episodes. Yeah. It's the last one. But yeah, I literally, the way you described it, I'm like, right, yeah, I know what's happening now. What's happened in the next episode. I tell you what, she is a cracking actress, isn't she?
I love her.
She's so like...
What's her name?
Watchable.
Elizabeth... she started off, I think her first big role was in Mad Men, and that's where I first saw her. She was really good in that, actually. And then I watched some other weird series that was on Channel 4 that she was in, and I loved her in that.
So it's got, will there be season 6 of Handmaid's Tale? Catch up on all 5 series of Handmaid's Tale. Oh, on all 4. So it was on Channel 4, wasn't it?
I don't know. It might have been all 4. It might have been. I just literally flicked it on and I'd had a few drinks.
I mean, I have to admit that like series 1 to 4, when she's a handmaid, like looking at her in that outfit, because now I don't want to ruin it if you're not seeing it, but she is brilliant in that. She got awards for that. She must have got awards and stuff.
No. But what's her name again?
Her name is...
I think it's Elizabeth something, isn't it?
June Osborne.
So that's her character name.
Elizabeth Moss.
That's it, yeah.
Tell you what she's really good at. She's really good at staring down the camera and doing that really angry revenge look. And she does that a lot. She looks,
in fact, all the characters I've seen her play so far, she's always seems like someone who's in her own head a lot. Do you know what I mean?
And I like it because she's not like, dead skinny. She's quite normal. Do you know what I mean? Quite normal looking, but God, she is a cracking actress. Tell you, the other person that does that kind of staring down the lens of a camera really well is, oh my God. Literally, I knew her name, and then because I started saying it, I've forgotten it.
What are they in?
Hunger Games.
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence.
That's it. She's very good at doing that.
Do you know what? Actually, similar. In their acting.
Oh, yes.
Yes, not looks-wise, in their acting.
Yeah.
Didn't Jennifer Lawrence say, I read an interview with her recently where she was talking about the Hunger Games, and I think there was talk about her like losing weight. She was like, no, I'm going to be as I am because I don't want girls watching it thinking that they have to be skinny to like look like Katniss, is it the character in there? Good on her.
I bloody love that. Yeah. Lenny Kravitz in there. I love Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. They're good films, aren't they?
He was the first concert I ever went to, Lenny Kravitz.
Oh,
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was your first concert?
I can't actually remember.
Wembley Arena, mine was.
It might have been Britney. Yeah, I went to see Britney.
Oh, we need to talk about Britney another day as well. What on earth is going on there?
Not quite sure.
You know what they reckon now, don't you?
No. Hey, what?
Yeah, that's what they reckon.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely maybe talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Britney to come tomorrow, guys.
Right, Dunston Hall Garden Centre, we've been saying this all week, but their Santa's Grotto is open until Christmas Eve. You don't have to book. So if you want something to do with the kids, definitely have a look at their Instagram. You can see all the photos. There's lots of reviews. It's a brilliant grotto and you don't have to book. So have a look on their Insta, find out all the details. Right, you're off.
I'm off to Meadowhall, going to see a friend. I know, I was just thinking that it's going to be busy.
That is.
Innit? Do you fancy a little drink at the Tickle Trout later,
course.
by the way? Okay, so we'll hook up later.
Yeah, just text me.
Great.
We're always there.
I know.
You'll find us. The Tickle bloody Trout. They can't. When we walk in, they're like, Jesus, here they are again. Here they are
Usual
again.
table, girls.
Right, how many days left?
5 days.
Good luck with the Christmas shopping.